What's going on? Happy Monday. We are coming to you live from the Build Series studio here on 4th and Broadway in New York City. And I'm your host, Kevin Kenny. I'm going to challenge you right now to try and find another group who made a bigger impact in the world of music while they were in the game than our guest today. They're behind the hits, You guys know that one, yeah? Bump, bump, bump. Yeah? Gots to be. All right, we go on all day. B2K is here.
Yeah.
How are we, gentlemen?
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
This is incredible. You guys are a hard-working group to this day, man. You're back on the Millennium Tour. You did the Hulu Theater at Madison Square Garden on Saturday night. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
That was
Sold out.
Were you there? You were there?
Shout out to everybody who came to see that.
And then you were down in Atlantic City last night. So it just does not stop for B2K in 2019.
Hey.
We lit.
I think you're still recovering from last night. I want to take it back to square one really quick with you guys because, you know, it's rare we have such a legendary group on Build. Before B2K, there was actually a different group, right? Melodic.
Wow, he's going all the way back.
We're going to work up to today, but I want to start there.
Melodic.
Throw it back. I want to. yeah. It was a group. You know, Boog and Raz was in it too. They got in a little late. I was like there 4 years earlier.
Yeah. Viz been putting in that work.
But yeah, they came in and then, you know, it didn't work. You know, we had a couple members in there. It was too tall. Looked a little too old. They had mustache and beards on. They look like us today. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, shout out to Jaid, Trey. We love y'all.
So, yeah, then Omarion came along.
Well, and you guys met him at quite the event, I understand. It was Marquise Houston's 18th birthday that you guys finally linked up, right?
No, actually, it was a New Year's.
Oh, it was a New Year?
Yeah, it was a New Year's.
Yeah.
Y'all don't remember that. Y'all looking at me like, it was a New
How
You
do
came to the
guys
crib.
remember?
Yeah, but
came
it was
to
a
the
New
crib.
Year.
It's quite a
Okay.
few stories. So, I mean, tell us that one, huh?
No, it
Hear both
was
sides.
a new year, and they were having a New Year's party. There used to be this house where, you know, all of the celebrities at the time used to come through.
Like who? Let's name drop some people.
Colfax. Well, we performed for Destiny Child there
In the living room.
in the living room.
Whose house is this?
3OW. Yeah, listen, y'all
Like a
come to our
company
house,
crib.
right? Company crib, yo. Y'all come to the crib, man. B2K will let loose.
L.A.? Was this Atlanta?
Yeah.
Where was this?
In LA.
Okay, it was in L.A.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it was a New Year's party at that house.
Yep, it was a New Year's party at that house, and I had saw the fellas. They did some performing. It was like an all out just performance. Like everyone there that were like young and talented. So they bust out into this routine, and I was like, oh, okay, hold on, let me do this backflip one time, whoa, and then I was in the group.
Yeah, lit. I like that story.
Where'd I get this Marcus Houston story though from? Because you guys, that must have been one of the first hangouts, right? His 18th?
I don't remember that birthday.
No?
No, I don't remember that.
Maybe that's a good thing.
I don't remember that.
Probably had a great time. Well, let's talk about some of these hits from back in the day, and then, of course, tied into this reunion that people are so hyped about. What song felt the best to sing again for the first time? You have so many hits. Obviously, you have your own emotional attachments to these songs. But when you finally got together, started singing again, what song felt the best?
I think everybody probably got a different. For me, the whole experience is because I'm just lit. So all of them.
All of them.
I'll probably say Girlfriend, man.
Yeah?
It's really big. Everybody sings along with us on that song. It's just really impactful for me.
I'll probably say because it's my favorite song to perform.
Okay, that's
Like,
my
the
favorite
performance
B2K
is
song.
crazy on that, the energy, and then it's like the crowd knows every word because it was our first like introduction to them, you know, and they be like, "Girl, you messed up." I mean, it's like, "Girl, you messed up, but you let me in." I'm like, "Whoa, let me hit this move a little harder." You know what I'm saying? Yeah, facts.
Yeah, so for me, it would be Girlfriend, because, you know, at that time, it was so cool that so many other artists like Will Smith and Vivica Fox, they were all in that video. So those, you know, may have not seen the Girlfriend video, but the Girlfriend video was a mini movie.
Yeah, it was a movie.
It was a movie. So Girlfriend, right along with Fizz.
Is that the one where you guys are like cruising and talking to each other? What video is
What
that?
a girl wants.
No, yeah,
That's what a girl wants.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Was trying to fix
I was
old
a girlfriend
Boogie.
video like.
Oh yeah, shout out to Ron Isley, Mr. Big.
Yeah,
He
Big
was
Boy,
there. Was in
Flex
that too.
Alexander, Jennifer, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you guys have a favorite memory or a favorite video you shot back in the day? Because you guys had some incredible videos.
That was my favorite. Girlfriend was my favorite video.
Yeah.
I think was my favorite video to shoot because it was our first
First
video.
video, yeah.
And then we had like these crazy sets. I remember that blue set had like a drop to it. Like
yeah.
it was on a diagonal set.
Right.
And we was dancing on like a hill. So it was crazy. I was like, man, I'm
Flames in
like a
that video?
superstar right now.
Right.
That's amazing. You know what looked like a lot of fun? You remember the Bada Boom video. You remember that one?
I was gonna say
Fab
that was one of my favorites.
Yeah, everyone's having a good time in the club and whatnot.
You know why everybody was having a good time? Because we literally had about 40 minutes to come up with the routines and everything.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because we were on the road. And so they were like, guys, just get in there and have fun, do some of the stuff that you guys play around with. And it ended up turning out to be a pretty cool video. So, yeah.
That's awesome. I mean, 15 years, guys. So much has changed. You guys have families now. How has becoming fathers? Has becoming fathers changed you as artists?
Well, having kids has definitely turned up the levels of responsibility, and time management. Because, when you have kids and you also work, you want to make sure that you can be there for your kids. And it's also cool, actually, for my kids to see, the group of, I didn't have kids when I first started, obviously.
Right.
But
You were a kid when you
right,
first started.
exactly. So, yeah, I mean, it's definitely just kept things in perspective. And being a parent is an awesome thing. It's challenging, but I love it, and I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. I say for me, just making sure that the example that I put out there, back when I was 17, I really wasn't thinking about that because I didn't have kids. I was really just someone else's kid. But now having kids, I'm a little more aware of like the content that I involve myself with, what I put out there for the world because I have kids, so I know somebody else's kid is following me as well. And just like he said, just the priority level and the responsibility, the acknowledgement of that is the major thing.
Yeah.
No doubt. I would definitely have to agree with both of the fellas over there. But aside from that, just, realizing that my life is just not about me anymore. It's about my child. So I got to put him first in any and all cases. You feel me?
That's amazing.
For me, children are God's will. I would definitely love to have some kids, but right now we were focusing on the Millennium Tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Raz-B, I call him and I tell him Happy Father's Day every year. I say, just for the one you don't know about. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. If you see Raz-B at the B2K experience, you'll understand where I'm coming from. Because Raz-B be in there, he be giving the gyrations, you know what I'm saying?
Word.
On a bit of a serious note, to reflect on the past 15 years and you think about you guys then, you guys now, what is something you wish you could tell your younger self? And I'm sure, please go down the line because I'm sure it's a little different for everybody, but what's something now, just haven't seen both sides?
For me, just slow down. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm on a go because life is precious, air is precious. So I have this energy that I'm like, now, you know what I mean? But just learn to slow things down and live in the moment.
Yeah.
So I make conscious decisions.
It's so hard when you start out though, man, to smell the roses because it's press stop, it's tour.
Learn how to breathe. Learn how to breathe properly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the first step. Learn how to breathe. You know what I mean? There's techniques out there that'll get you right where you need to be.
Fizz?
You don't have to be so cool.
Says the coolest man.
Yeah, I was gonna say
on earth.
Says this guy.
Yeah, I felt like maybe I could have, spoke up a little more when I was younger, but I kind of just developed into this passive man, so I'm just chill. It's not a bad thing, but I could have wilded out a little more.
What I'll say is communication is key in everything that you do. Whatever team you decide to involve yourself with, your mate that you're in a relationship with, whoever, just make sure that you take the time to really talk. It took us 15 years to get to this place, but the only reason why we was really able to get to this place is because we finally communicated with each other. Aside from all of the different managers and record labels that wanted to be in we finally communicated with the four of us, each other, and here we are now. So just make sure you communicate. I
guess what I would tell my younger self is I I don't know. I would tell myself this now today, and that is timing is everything. Timing is everything. And when you really look at all of the special things that happen in your life, you can attribute it to a specific timeline, where you were at personally. And that's how magic happens. So I guess I would say the same thing that I would say back then now, and that's just keep going. Oh,
Stay lit.
Stay lit. Yeah, there you
stay lit.
Tunnel vision.
Yeah.
go. Are we getting new B2K music? Can I ask you guys that?
Do y'all want new B2K music?
It's a possibility. Anything can happen.
I mean, you guys, you all. I don't want to keep saying guys because there's women out here. You all are the reason why we're sitting on this stage together, unified, because y'all never gave up. Y'all was relentless to what y'all wanted. So if y'all want a B2K album,
I know what to do.
stay thirsty, my friends.
You silly book.
I saw you guys. You were a guest on a talk show recently, and you were talking about how, as much as you were excited to get back together, there were also nerves. What were you guys nervous about? In all honesty.
Well, it's been 15 years, and
Right.
we haven't, been around each other. This is the first time. I mean, we had like a month to prepare. So this was all happening so fast for us, just like it happened in the beginning. So,
Yeah,
but we here. We here.
Yeah, we're definitely nervous. Like you said, it was a long time. But one thing that we've always been able to do is leave outside.
Yeah,
When we got into that rehearsal hall, it wasn't like it was 15 years ago.
facts.
Man.
I looked in his eyes. He looked in my eyes. He was like, "What you want to do?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm looking at Raz over there. You know what I'm saying? Fizz over there. He the only one got the full routine all the way. You know what I'm saying? So it's a competition, man. But when we seen each other, it was back locked in. We took our vacations, but we back to work, and it's beautiful. Yeah.
I mean, I got to imagine, right? Like there were differences that had to be resolved. Who was the most ready, would you say? And who
Raz-B.
Wait,
They know.
I already
Raz
know.
was most ready? Are we agreeing with the fans?
We have a very close relationship with our I like to call them our brothers and sisters in Christ, and I have a big passion for this group, and I feel like something that's powerful and as special as B2K. There's a lot of people that always want to try to get in between that energy. So like Boog said, the fact that the four of us been able to talk, we have love, and love covers a multitude of sin. So we good.
Right. Who took the most convincing? I mean, we're here now. We're happy we're here now. But who took the most convincing?
I think it's a collective.
The most convincing part was the money. Nah, everybody was very willing to come. Call me. I call me and Fizz talk all the time. Me and Raz, we got together. It was really no hesitation. It was just more so making sure that we got our business right.
Yeah.
This time as grown
Yeah.
men, so we can put that in the back of our minds and go into rehearsal and prepare this great show for y'all and not have to worry about it.
Absolutely. Yo, and it's an incredible show. I was watching on YouTube. You guys are like jumping out of stuff. I mean, it is
Don't
like,
tell them, man. Don't tell. No, YouTube didn't already give it.
Yeah, they actually like really
Spoiler.
You can't spoil this show because every
what?
no, it really changes. Last night was nothing like the night
All
before.
3 shows have been different.
Yeah,
Really?
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for
Oh,
sure.
that's exciting, man. What has been the biggest surprise from being out on tour, if there has been one?
Say that again.
Has there been a bit like a
surprise?
biggest surprise or something that has surprised you? I mean, of course.
Oh man, it was the jackets I gave these guys. You didn't see that? What? Oh yeah, that was the biggest surprise.
Yo, that was pretty iconic. Actually,
Really? Wait, what are
Yeah.
these jackets?
The-
You didn't see it?
No. Wait.
Oh,
are
you ain't up.
are
You
meaning-
ain't no real B2K.
Yeah, no, Fizz actually gifted us all with some tour Millennium jackets.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Before we started the tour and everything, what a kind gesture, right?
Yeah.
To the bros, he
we
hooked
give you
us
a little
up.
visual.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It was a special moment.
Yeah.
Wow.
Got had our
Don't
logos
mind me.
on there. I'm like,
Yeah,
company
signatures.
logo. Got my signature.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
dope.
Set off the tour
Like, okay,
right.
Fizz.
01, 02, 03. Yeah, that's tight.
That was
Yeah,
pretty
buddy,
lit,
that's
yo.
the championship years.
That's awesome. Yo, can we talk about that really quick? I want to give you back
wait,
on
wait.
Raz. I said at the top, I really, and I'm not just trying to talk you guys up because you're the guests, like for real, name another group that was in the game for really, in retrospect, such a short amount of time that just had hit after hit. I mean, you guys have so many hits. I think mentally I combined a lot of your songs. And then I was like, oh, those are different songs. Like, like,
I do that all the time with What a Girl Wants and Why I Love You. I promise you.
but you know what I mean? Like, it's a testament, though, like, it's probably a question you've been getting a lot, but like, take me back to that time because, you know, a lot of your contemporaries in terms of, you know, the male group space at that time, like they were around for quite some time. And, you know, you guys were working hard before hit. But I mean, dude, late 01, by the way, too. Let's give you guys the proper credit. Like late 01 to early 04. We're really talking like 2 years and some change. You guys like took the game over.
Right.
I think that was the mentality we had, though.
Facts.
You know, like anytime we did a show, it didn't matter if it was Celine Dion on the show. We was coming for it.
Yeah.
You know, we was like, nah, we gonna make sure everybody in this crowd want to see us again.
It was verbally said. It was verbally like it's not a thing just in our mind. It was like, yo, y'all know we going for it tonight.
Yeah.
You know. But to contribute to what you were saying about the group and the ability to do so much in such a small time. Back then, music was different.
Yeah.
You had the availability to really develop a group or an artist, you know, get in the studio and take your time with the records. Records are coming out now every 2 days with a full album. He got an album out 7 days a week, you know what I mean? A new one. So what I'll say is there was a lot of people that worked on it, and there was a lot of work that we put into it to make it feel like it was something that was really, really, really like veteran, you know, in that small time, because we came on where nobody wanted to dance. Nobody wanted to do any of that. They told us it wasn't going to work. Nobody's going to want to see some kids out there, you know? And we say, you know what, let's just see. Let's just go head up with them. And then it gave people something that they weren't expecting, and then boom, B2K.
It was I was talking to a buddy of mine last night that he's the R&B chart manager at Billboard, and I was going over some of your stats with him, and he's around my age, and we were kind of reflecting, and I'm sure many of you agree that are in attendance right now, like there were certain groups or videos you'd see on TV back in the day, and it didn't take time. Like you just saw, you're like, oh, this is the new thing. Like this is the thing that's hot. Like this is just, they're here and they're here to stay. And I remember, you know, just seeing back in the day, that video was just like, oh, this is like.
We were literally coming out the screen. Like that's what it feels like. When I look at it's still magical. Like,
oh yeah,
you know, just some of the moves. I'm like, there's like stuff in the video that happened that we didn't plan. Like I think Amari does his flip, and I spin around, or just the chemistry that we have. It was very special.
Crazy, yeah. And I mean, as kids, we had never seen that before at that time.
And that's what the labels and everybody didn't understand. They're like, they're not gonna want to see this, and we're sitting back like we're in this generation. And we know we're not seeing anything like this, you know. So I think that's what was special about it, and the fact that we just got fans like none other, man.
Facts.
Let's just talk about like that time period because it ties into the Millennium Tour. This is like, I mean, I feel like people probably try to put tours like this together all the time, and some people say no. I feel like everybody must have said yes to that. I mean, you have everybody. Like, it is crazy. It's like you literally took like my iPod Nano and just like put it on a tour. Like, you know what I mean?
The
like,
iPod
for real.
Nano, I love it.
Like, because the list just kept going on. But please, Chingy, Ying Yang Twins, Mario,
yeah.
Bobby Valentino,
yeah.
Pretty Ricky.
Lord.
Pretty Ricky.
Yeah. Is that everyone? Lloyd.
Lloyd's on the, this is crazy. What has it been like? Just like, I mean, the camaraderie, right?
Yeah.
Just being from the same era, and just talk about that for a second.
Well, I mean, the 2000s was a special time, especially if you're like born in the 80s, or like there was a period of time where basically you were receiving music in a specific way.
Right.
So shout out to G Square for putting this all together and getting it prepared. Y'all definitely got to come and see the tour. You know what I mean? The energy is amazing. Everyone that's a part of it, we actually have like experience afterwards.
Oh, no way.
B2K experience where we can, co-mingle with our fans and, talk to them, sign some autographs.
Club B2K.
Get to know them as, the grown individuals that they are and that we are now,
And Pretty Ricky, they come through. It's very.
That's so awesome.
It's love. Everybody on the tour is dope.
Yeah.
That's really rad. Raz, I hope that was a Club B2K reference from the Bada Boom video.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Is that the same club?
I try to stay close
Are there
to
two
the
Club
DNA,
B2Ks maybe? I don't want to get them confused.
You coming to the show?
Bro, my buddies, we're wasting airtime, but my buddy's birthday is in May down in Miami. Literally, like 5 of us are flying down for the show.
Let's do it. We got you.
That's what's been happening too. A lot of the fans are coming, linking together that, friends they haven't linked up in so long. And they're like, we're going to the show together. And they're just now seeing each other again for 5-6 years. Like,
yeah.
But no, shout out to everybody on the road.
Bringing people together.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. I got to ask you about the Bump 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 video. Puff's in the video.
Hey.
I feel like anybody who's ever been around Puff has a Puff story. Can you tell one?
Oh, we definitely have.
Hey, we was doing that video. Remember, he did this move, and I was like, man, let's tell Puffy old, man.
Yeah, he can.
Let's tell him he old.
Yeah, we started going in on him, and then
After we told him that, he didn't even speak to us the next time we was doing the shot. He was like, "Nah, I got
Watch this,
He
yeah.
turned up on us. I was like, "Oh no, Puff a star."
yeah,
Yep.
he gave us what we needed.
I want to get back to tour real quick. Omarion, I love this thing you posted. The dress code. You guys see this? The dress code for tour?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, maybe.
Dress code for the tour.
Let's bring this up because I love this. I can't even explain. All right, so tell me about this dress code. Of course, it's just for fun. Everybody's welcome on tour.
Yes.
But let's talk about some of these the parameters.
So
here.
actually, I just want to say for the record, I snagged this photo from Miss Nicole, but I think originally someone else did this post, but I just want to say that for the facts. But rules for the B2K concert, okay? If you were born in the 2000s, don't do
Hey,
not
yeah.
come. This ain't for you in your young ASS at home. But I mean, yeah, of course, classic Air Force Ones. That was the 2000 throwback jerseys. And you know,
Headbands.
people been showing up
Yo,
with they
We had
whole-
some fly jersey dresses.
Yeah.
that
I was
these
like,
girls
yo.
put together. They came in. I was like, y'all need to sell them.
This is my favorite
Yeah,
part,
it's
though.
looking real
Last but
2019.
not least, you must know all the words to every B2K song. Not some, but all. Yeah. So,
All right, well, see, I know it's a joke, but I take this very seriously. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run in the back real quick.
oh, you about to swag out?
I'm about to swag out early 2000s style.
Hey,
that right?
let's see it.
Let's do this thing, guys. You ready?
Okay,
Hey, okay.
okay.
Swag out.
How we feeling?
He ready for the
Swag out.
Millennium Tour.
Am I ready?
Swear, yeah, you ready? You
All
ready?
right,
Hey,
Hey, you
Air
cut
Force
that off a
One
T-shirt? Hey, you had to cut it off a T-shirt for it to be right.
He brought in the table.
I'm sorry.
Yo, the sidekick?
Look, this guy been in China too long. He wants to see the
All right,
sidekick.
that's all right. Here.
Let me see the sidekick.
Pass it down. Pass it down.
Yo, that's still lit, yo.
I told you, I'm taking this
Sorry,
very
yo, they
seriously,
can bring
fellas.
those back. Stop playing, yo.
We used to be on this all the time.
You know how much trouble I got into with this thing? And what was that? What was that? That was
Hey, this is
the little
pretty crazy.
messaging
This is-
thing.
Yo, I'm
I
doing
miss
build.
buttons. I don't know about y'all, but I
B2K's
miss
here.
buttons on the phone.
Yo,
I'll text
I
him
was
later.
so happy when I had that thing, yo.
All right, well, now that I feel way more comfortable now,
Wow.
let's get to our first fan question. Where's it going to come from? Right here? Cool. What's your name? Where are you from?
My name is Sharon. I'm from Brooklyn, Flatbush, Brooklyn.
Hey,
The Brooklyn way.
I want to ask, can y'all see yourself coming out with a You Got Served too? Because you know we love to see y'all dance.
Very popular question these days.
It's all you know, up and available for to happen. It just all has to, you know, the business and everything has to be right. But you know, this is You Got Served too. You know what I mean? So
I mean, you know, new dances, new things, 2019
it's a
now.
good idea.
anything is possible.
Okay.
If Netflix is watching right now.
Uh-oh.
Let's get to question number 2. That was a great question. Second question is going to come from right here. What's your name? Where are you from?
Thea from Brooklyn.
All right.
This
Brooklyn in
is
the
an
house.
OG fan, by the way. This is an OG fan.
Oh, yeah? You guys
yeah,
go way
she's
back?
she's been with us for many years.
That shirt is lit, too.
Many years.
No, talking to your mic, I'm saying, so we can hear you.
What's the best part of being back together and touring together?
I guess creating new memories. You know, creating new memories. You know, we were very, very young when we started. So, you know, to look at each other now, I mean, like I'm about to give the show away, but we get in this little thing. And once we get inside the thing, we're all looking at each other like, oh, we're back. We're back here. Have a good show. So yeah, so just reminiscing. It's all wonderful. Yeah.
How far back do you go with the band? Omarion said you're an OG fan.
106 and Park Days.
Really?
Origins.
The
Origins.
beginnings.
What was the first time you ever saw them live here in New York? Did you go to 106 or did you see them like at
It was
MTV?
at Empire Skating Ring before they came
Oh,
out.
wow.
See? She got
real
facts.
Wow.
She got facts.
Wow.
What's your favorite? Can you settle something for me? I put an IG poll last night. Versus Bump Bump Bump. Who you siding with?
Uh-huh.
Yes. No.
That's
What I'm talking about.
That's
That IG poll is
facts.
crazy. All right,
Honestly.
we got time for one final studio audience question.
Don't be shy.
Hello, gentlemen. I want to say congratulations to you for the new tour.
Thank you.
And I want to say that once in a while, you have groups that come around that transcend time, like the Temptations, that cause other groups to level up and begin to dance. And that's what B2K did. They came along and they made Bobby Valentino, Usher, Mario, and everybody else up their game and start dancing. So what can we expect from you now on this tour?
That's a good question.
Well, I definitely want to give Usher his props. Usher's always been dancing. Shout out to Usher.
To give him drip.
Just to show y'all that there is another level. You know, you've
Yeah.
seen B2K as, you know, young teenagers, but now you get to experience us as grown men with our ideas that we have. And I'm telling you, it's really a good night for the ladies to come out.
Man, I'm like,
Yeah.
yo.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's over. Yeah, it's already over. Damn, we can do this
Yeah,
again.
and also I would like to say the contribution is never ending. You know, things always change, and hopefully, you know, if you're in a good space, you can always transition and elevate with the change.
Right.
And it's a blessing that we've been able to do that, and we really owe that to our fans. We really
love
owe
y'all,
that,
man.
You know, to the supporters that have held us in high regards over this period of time of our lives, because it is historical. We all are inner city kids, and you know, we here. So we just like you. Yeah.
Great question. What was your name? I don't think you shared it.
Oh, Chanel,
From where?
Pennsylvania.
Oh, wow. All right.
Wow.
I was thinking we were going to get a Brooklyn trio or not, but
I thought the same thing.
two Brooklyn and Pennsylvania. Ain't bad. All right, well, guys, we're unfortunately out of time, but this was so much fun.
Thank you for having
I
me.
do want to say that tickets are still available to the Millennium Tour. Not many, so you better go out and check it out.
Hey.
You're going again.
Hey.
That is an OG fan.
Hey.
All right, guys, one more time. B2K.
Thank you. Thank you.